Dear subscribers, I have extremely minor and uninteresting news for all those of you who are not Norwegians, Swedes, or total map nerds like me. The Swedish-Norwegian border is very likely about to change soon, for the first time since the Treaty of Strömstad was signed in 1751, 272 years ago as I'm making this video. The border between the two kingdoms mainly follows the drainage divide along the Scandinavian mountain range, which means that if water drains into the Atlantic, the land belongs to Norway, and if it drains into the Baltic, it belongs to Sweden. Pretty easy. But down south it becomes more complicated as the mountains end. All of a sudden the border is far more arbitrary, running across lakes, islands, and along minor streams of water, as is the case between the Norwegian province of Viken and the Swedish province of Dalsland. The very small and possible border change I'm speaking of is more particularly between Aremark municipality in Norway and Dals-Eds municipality in Sweden, where just north of the small lake Lysevann, the border follows a very small and probably unnamed stream. You'd have to ask the locals. Or at least it did, as Norwegian and Swedish authorities discovered when updating the border maps, as they do every 25 years. Because the stream has changed course, giving Sweden a claim of about 500 square meters, or about 5,400 square feet of land, which until now has always been Norway. Norwegian forces have already been stationed in the area, as Sweden is pressing their claim with the United Nations. A standoff is developing between the two countries, and Russia has already declared their support for... I'm just kidding. But it's very possible that the border change will take place soon and quite peacefully, despite the Norwegian constitution putting a stop to the latest proposed border change with Finland in 2017. That was an arbitrary proposed anniversary gift of a mountain from Norway to Finland, however. And this is nature or God changing the physical border agreed upon by Norway and Sweden. So it's a bit different. Truth be told, I'm not even sure that this is the actual place. I just did some searching on Google Maps and found that this place correlates very well with the description of the location and the size. Originally, I thought it was here, but this is way too big. Anyways, that was pretty much all I had to say right now. The news broke in Sweden about 6 hours ago as I'm making this video, so it's quite new and we'll see what happens. You can watch my video on the proposed border change with Finland here if you want. Vologda out.